I'm going to spend some time finishing up and drawing some more of my tarot cards. I've listed a few that I would like to make.
Okay.
One, I want to be the Jewel and the Thief, which is going to be a card with a big red ruby in the middle of it, letting out a lot of light, but in the shadow of the card you can see there's actually a man behind it reaching and trying to grab it for himself.
That's cool.
The Spark and Blaze. So from one side it's a small spark, and on the other side, flipped over, you can see it's like a flame that's consumed the entire bottom of the card.
Okay, cool.
Death and Dawn, which will be a grave with a sun coming up from behind of it. And I think those are the ones I want to do right now.
Okay, so you spend the time masterfully crafting and sketching and painting out your new tarot cards.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fantastic. Anybody else have anything to do?
Are there any fun activities to do at the chateau? Any shows or anything?
Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch?
Ooh, brisket
Bottomless
tacos.
mimosas.
Marion is the central performer of the chateau. Aside from that, there's less performances more than there are occasional games, mild gambling, and in some cases, the occasional close-up magic performer might wander through and earn a little bit of coin on the off days. That's the chateau specifically. But throughout the city, there are all manner of performances, and there are musicians and dancers and a whole number of artists of all different kinds that go to the streets to busk and earn coin from those who are passing through, from those that live nearby. Some that this is where they reside and make their living. Others are just making their way up and down the Menagerie Coast, jumping from city-state to city-state, doing the best they can to make a splash and then leave before, Zalezo get any wind of maybe untoward activity. But there's a lot of culture here, There's a reason that the city has its name. And it's beautiful. And I guess for all the times you've been here, it's nice to almost take a little bit of time for yourself, to just wander and experience. And it's interesting to be a town that is, based in color, and to be the monochromatic stranger from the east, but yet still smiling and enjoying it all.
Yeah. After walking through just alone, I want to just go find a beach somewhere at night and just go sit out by the water and play my bone harp and just kind of have a nice self-care Sunday.
Okay. I dig it. Alrighty. It's a beautiful night. The moon is only barely visible across the horizon by the time you get out there. So there's a little bit of light dancing across the waves. The stars are out above you, and you're far enough away where you can see the distant dotted glows of all the various points of lantern light throughout the entire city, but you feel peaceful and alone, comfortable, and in that moment, content as you begin to practice along your harp. Anybody else?
I want to make a quick run to buy some magical supplies for a few of my weirder spells, just so I have some options.
Okay. The two places that you had kind of uncovered as possible sources, there's Meandering Treasures in the Restless Wharf, or there is the Seafloor's Bounty in the open Kikwe.
I don't know which has the better vibe.
Meandering Treasures definitely seems to be the larger and more prominent of the two.
I'll support a small business. I'll go to the other one.
Okay. All right.
Grabbing some incense, stuff like that.
No worries.
Gold worth.
So you enter the Seafloor's Bounty. It seems to be a general store of kinds, but it specializes in pawning items and scavenge loot and things that a lot of travelers come through and want to offload, whether legal or not. The exterior itself looks similar to many of the other base wooden buildings, but it's been heavily decorated with dry rotten nets that have been pulled across the corners of it with all sorts of like hanging glass baubles, and you can see outside against the walls there are strips of leather that are currently being tanned. There is a gathered group of what looks to be 5 different colorful tropical birds that aren't in cages, but they're staying on perches outside, and as you approach they begin to make noise like kind of this garbled bird noise as you approach and kind of just look over towards you.
Hey, everything going all right? You doing okay? That's nice. That's good. Hold on, I pull out whatever the hell was growing in my pouch. Yeah, I have something. This is different from far away. Yeah. I mean, come on, you either want it or you don't.
Lands on your arm and just kind of eats it out of your finger.
I figured.
Shits on your arm. Goes back to its perch.
I don't clean it off. Okay.
Come on, Radagast.
Very well.
Yeah, so you enter the interior. It smells so strong of medicinal herb and fish. Just a combination of the two is this odd, somewhat pungent to most people, but to you, I don't say it would bother you too much. The inside, however, is pleasantly decorated. There are all manner of like small pots that contain segmented gardens and a lot of kind of displaced herbalism, kind of like specifically built herb gardens that are dotting the interior at different heights and different shelves that give kind of part of the aroma that you encountered, and are probably over time part of what's harvested and utilized in different balms and salves and stuff that are sold here. You can see there are clusters of fishing gear on one wall. You can see some long spears and fishing spears. You can see there's looks to be like a flintlock pistol on one wall in the back. You can see there's one table that contains what looks like a bunch of tools and other odd objects that have just enough rust and barnacles on them. You assume they were probably pulled from the seafloor and then sold here. It's an eclectic interior. You do see the one person who runs this place is a older female gnome. Has this very deep set kind of smile lines in her face and these kind of crow's feet that almost cause the lid itself seems to almost completely cover the eyes except for a little bit of a beady black that pokes through. Very, very sun-tanned skin. You can see it's been burned in places over and over again to the point where it gives her this very like splotchy complexion that's strangely adorable. Her hair is sun-bleached to where you can see like the gray and light brown beneath, but the entirety of the main surface itself is practically white and blonde from sun bleaching. As soon as you like look around and then notice, she's just kind of sitting there with her hands covered and goes, "Hi."
Hey, hi.
How can I help you?
I'm Caduceus. I don't know if we've had the pleasure.
I'm Sheila Bob Snupper.
It's a pleasure.
And welcome to my establishment.
I was hoping just to pick up some sundries. I'm looking for some incense, a little bit of that I can't remember the name of it, but that kind of saffron fat ointment that is used to make true seeing tinctures. I kind of do a little bit of my own, but I use a little bit of
Let's
that.
have a look and see what we can do for you. Come on.
And she hops off her stool and scuttles over to you. Those materials you can go ahead and purchase what is necessary.
100 each, and then if you've got anything else interesting, I'm always a collector of odds and ends, and I'm just for fun. I'm going to cast detect magic in the room and see what I see, if anything's shiny.
Okay. You. There are 3 things that catch your attention. You see on one wall there is what looks to be a leather fan of some kind that is just kind of set on the edge. It's about maybe this long, and it's sprawled out openwards, like it would look like a hand fan, but it's a little larger than the ones you've seen used as part of like delicate social presentational type of design. It has a beautiful design in the front that looks like a continuously curled series of lines, almost like snakes or serpents that are winding around each other, but without a head. Just these long kind of coiling lines. kind of gray, and they fade at the tips. Tangled and really beautiful, like very watercolor-esque. But that definitely gives a glow. There is a case that you see that gives a faint magical aura from the inside of it. You can just barely kind of sense from the interior. It has a heavy, like, bronze lock on the outside that looks very, very intricately carved and detailed. And there is what looks to be a leather strap around her neck that has a bundle of, looks like dried herbs or roots that are kind of bound and held to this almost choker-like necklace.
I'm going to ask in order. The fan's interesting. What do you know about that?
Well, you see, that was sold to me not but 7 or 8 months ago by Gerald Kinson. He's a fellow fisherman that comes over here from Broken Bank occasionally and provides all sorts of strange findings, and hasn't had any takers yet, but from what he tells me, it's got some magic in it.
Well, that's exciting. I'd be curious what you... Well, I'm going to ask about a couple more things, but I would be curious about how much you'd be willing to...
I can show you if you want.
I mean, if you know what it does, sure.
Takes it off the wall and goes,
Let's step outside.
Ooh. And you step outside into the warm daylight. And she goes,
Now, watch that barrel.
And she points to a barrel across the street about like 40 or so feet away from you. She opens the fan, goes, and suddenly this wind gust just bursts from it, slams into the barrel, and you watch it suddenly go and then roll and roll and roll and roll. And she closes it, snaps it shut.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
200 gold.
200 gold. Well, all right. Other question. That's pretty cool. That's wow. Wow. Is it just barrels or does it do other stuff too?
I haven't tried.
Wow. Barrels alone are pretty exciting. Does it work on people?
I haven't tried.
You wanna?
Only if you buy it.
We'll talk.
Okay.
So you got then I pick up the case. This is exciting.
Now, that's the mystery case. Meaning, I haven't been able to get it open. So I don't know what's inside. But I'll sell it to you for 500 gold. Who knows? It could be ashes. It could be the lost jewels of an ancient ruler.
Either way, that's pretty exciting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Wow. I mean, yeah, they're both pretty good. Oh, man.
Grab bag.
And then, not that it's for sale, but I was kind of curious. You have that's such an interesting thing you're wearing. I assume it's not for sale. I was just sort of curious about it, though.
This helps me kind of maintain a lot of my gardens in here. It allows me to converse with the creatures I grow from the earth and see what they need when they need them.
Well, I can already kind of do that.
They talk back and tell me what they require.
I'm supposed to be interested in parting with that by any chance. Or making another one. I understand if you
What's
don't.
your offer?
Oh, man, I don't know. You got so much fun stuff. You want 500 gold for the box, 200 gold for the fan.
Yeah.
How about 900 gold for the whole kit and caboodle?
Because I like your hair.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Ooh, come on. Can you guide yourself?
That's a fair offer.
I'm not gonna guide myself because I don't want to.
So bad. Yeah.
Well,
It
actually,
could be
I'll do
shit
something
in that box.
before I do this. You like the hair?
I do.
I can sweeten the deal a little bit, and I remove some of the pink phosphorescent mold that's growing on me. That's part of the stuff that makes the hair go, and I'll just place some of it on the counter. You can see if you can get it going. This is not natural. This is a choice. This is something I do.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion check.
All right.
Come on, baby.
12.
12. Well, the DC did decrease when you offered the lichen, so that helped. She goes,
The pile of pink stuff? 900 gold, and you have yourself a deal.
Oh. Yeah! Well done! We bought magic shit! You did.
Can't wait to come back again. This place is so nice.
Anytime. Maybe wait a few weeks.
Oh, I'm going to be gone for a while. Don't worry about it.
No worries. Anytime.
And do you buy too, out of curiosity?
Oh, always.
If I see something fun, I'll bring it by.
Please do. Always looking to collect and find new owners for them.
Pleasure.
so yeah, you have.
I mean, knock 900 gold off my.
That's a lot.
That's what gold is. Oh, you don't care. That's what gold is for.
So here you go.
Yeah. Woo. All right. Let's see. Okay.
It's just the 2, right? Because you can't open the box.
Yeah, hand open the box.
Figure out how.
Can't open the box yet.
What's
Yeah.
in the box?
Oh man.
If it's empty, you would have done it.
It's actually just with my Mercer. What are you talking about?
Mercer would do anything.
Oh man.
like
So this makes it so they can talk back then. It's
Yeah.
okay, that's pretty cool. And then I've got the weird box. Okay. And where's my equipment? Let me knock 900 bucks off this. Worth
Alrighty.
it. Woo!
Fantastic.
I skip back home.